All right, this is First Maccabees 1 and 29. I'm going to read it to 30. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceably words unto them, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chal Kodash, Brakatham. Alright, then honor to my apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the Akim on the four corners who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Alright, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. As I tells one with another gym as for the knowledge. The spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, pray and hope that this is edifying to the hopeful elect out there. And what I just read was out of First Maccabees, like I stated, alright, 1 and 29 to 30. And this is speaking on when Antiochus Epiphanes, okay, Antiochus Epiphanes was, if I'm not mistaken, he came out of the Seleucid Empire, out of one of the 4 generals after Alexander the Great. Okay, and when you go into it in Maccabees, it says evil was multiplied on the earth. Okay, and what was happening in the Greek Empire was that the assimilation, okay, which is when another religion, language, customs, philosophies is shoved and pushed down your throat. Basically, if you back in the Greek Empire, basically, if you wasn't down with it, you were put to death. Okay? And this is where we're at now. Okay? And I do personally believe that who's the president now, Joe Biden, he very well could be Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay? And through the spirit, I've been saying this for really before he got into office. You know, I told a couple of brothers, I think that this dude may be an Antiochus Epiphanes. I said this before he even got into the presidential seat, you know. And hey, it looks like the way he's going about his business, getting these things mandated, so you can take that, so you can take the devil's, the serpent's serum, okay, or the serpent's venom, trying to get things mandated, okay. He could very well be that guy who's going to bring hell to the nation of Israel, which is the blacks, lands, and Native Americans, man. And he's going to do it through craftiness, and this is what that's what they've been doing. Remember, in the beginning of this whole pandemic, it was targeted to the blacks, lands, and Native Americans. Articles said blacks, lands, and Native Americans. The same way that is worded on the 2 sticks, which is the sign that we have on the highways and hedges, man. So basically, they had the 2 sticks all out in public. You know, they had it on the news, they had it in articles, and brothers was catching it. And then maybe I want to say a month ago, this devil accidentally slipped and said, "I want to get all Israel." You know, he almost said all Israelites to get the devil's serum. Okay? And what these devils is doing, they're finna call something called Order Ab Chaos. Okay? And through Order Ab Chaos, or pressure from above, pressure from below, which is these Illuminati terms, which is events that they would happen, that they have happened to cause their agenda to proceed. This is why, now this is dealing with Antiochus Epiphanes as well. Daniel, the 8th chapter and the 25th verse. And through his policy, okay, when you go into that word policy, it goes back in the Hebrew, it's shakal, if I'm not mistaken, and it means cunningness, trickery, okay, his laws. So through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper. Okay? By what? By coming in peaceably. Now remember, the scripture just said this. It says, 1 Maccabees 1:30, it says, and spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. You see, this goes back to the lamb that spake as a dragon in Revelation the 13th chapter. The two lambs that spake as a dragon. You had the plebeians and the patricians back then at that time. Now you have the Republicans and the Democrat, okay? And if you know any goddamn history, the Democratic Party has never did anything good for the minorities, okay? Which is the blacks, Latinx, and Native Americans. Everything was only deceit and trickery, you see? They gave them Section 8. They gave them all these different goodies of this world, but it was ultimately to destroy them, to get them dependent on this system, okay? So at any time they can pull the plug. Well, this is what they're doing now with this pandemic, okay? With this situation that we're in right now, this medical Asclepius, okay? Go look that up. What's going on right now is that there are spiking up these numbers of deceit to get people to fear and to get in this thing. But you see, the blacks, Latinx, and Native Americans, majority of them are not going for it right now. You see, that's why they have to set up their puppet leaders, like, you know, whoever they have speaking on this. You know, all these celebrities speaking on it, saying go get it. I'm talking about you Negroes. All right, Jeremiah 14:2. All right. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. The gates represents your rulership, your leaders, your heads, okay? When you, back in the ancient world, when you went to go inquire of the Lord, you went to the gates, okay? And you inquired to those prophets that was there, or those men that was set up right there, okay? And they gave judgment in the city. Well, these are wicked men that is getting given wicked counsel in the city, man, okay? Because they're aligned in a league with this devil. You see, that's why Isaiah 28 and Salakim, I'm all over the place, but I'm just thinking about these scriptures that links up. What is it? Isaiah 28 says your death with hell shall be disannulled. Okay, so ultimately this place is going to go down, but before it goes down, it's going to go down with violence. It's going to go down with this devil showing his horns, and he's going to try to attack the saints. Okay, the saints is the blacks, Latinx, and Native Americans. Okay, the Hebrew Israelites, you know, and this is where we're at. We're finna experience something that has never been before. Okay, through his policy and through his peaceable words. Remember, the scripture says, when they shall say peace, sudden destruction. Well, that's what's about to happen. Okay, so we got to be mindful of these things, man. We got to pay attention. That's why the scripture says, watch as well as pray. Okay. Pray that he won't enter into temptation, okay? Because what? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, okay? I'm going to stop at this light. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Like the scripture says, the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, okay? So you want to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that you don't be tempted to get the devices of the devil, man, okay? But let me read this again. It says, and spake peaceable words unto them, the Israelites. If you're not black, if you don't vote for me, remember that. And he's targeting, okay? He's targeting a particular group, okay? And we know why they always speak about the blacks, the so-called Negroes, because that's the head tribe out of the tribe of Judah. You see, it says, for when they had given him credence, see? Credence meaning they put their trust in him, but they put their faith in him, okay? They believed in him. They accepted his way, see? And that's how Jake fell back in the ancient world, because they believed the devil, okay? Well, you're going to have 2/3 that's going to, from that pressure from above, pressure from below, or that order ab chaos, through chaos they bring in their orders. And what's going to happen is a lot of people is going to begin to submit. Those that don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai and is equipped with integrity, they're going to bow down to this, man. They're going to bow down to the beast system. See, this is what this is all about. This is about the beast system, okay? The image of the beast, okay? the image is not here. We're living in the image of the beast. We see if they're going to start taking away certain livelihoods and things to keep you sustainable in life, such as your job. Hell, even drinking. You want to go drink, you can't go to certain bars unless you get the devil's serum. Okay? So we see we're at a high point in history right now, man. You know? It's fearful and it's fearful and exciting at the same time. You know? And I know the brothers can agree with that because we all on, you know, on the edge of our seats just watching, waiting for these things to go down, man. You know? The scripture says, though it tarry, wait, you know, for this shall surely come to pass. And guess what? Beginning with our Apostles' Great Millstone, okay, and even before then, going back into Abba Bivens and King Masha and High Priest Ariah and High Priest Yaquab and all of those great men, you know, then from that point, from 69 to 70, all the way until now, it's been tarrying, but now it's here. The prophecies is here. Okay, I always quote that. It may sound like a broken record, but Ezekiel, the 12th chapter, speaks about the effect of every vision. You know? And I just actually recently had some guy who I know, you know, going back into, you know, high school or whatever, and, you know, we've been conversing back and forth here and there, you know. He's been asking questions for the last, since this thing jumped off, you know. And he was like, what do you think is going to happen? Hold on, Satan. He said, do you think it's going to happen in our lifetime? And I told him, hell yeah. You know, but Ezekiel 12 says on how Jake don't think that this is going to happen in our lifetime. He said those things are so far off, man. No, it's here. We are here. Okay? We are here, man. Ain't no waiting on the charagma. The charagma is here. You see? They already said that they're going to back going 9 years ago, I seen a video that said that they're going to try to make microchip implants to detect viruses. This was going on 8 to 9 years ago. I seen it in the on YouTube. You know, I can't post it or nothing like that because I did last time. And that's why I was blocked off my channel for like 2 weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? But you know. Maybe I could put it in the description box. I'm not playing. I can put it in like the description box. But yeah, man. So we're here, and now remember the Pentagon said what? The Pentagon said that spoke about the charagma inserting it within you to detect a virus. Okay. So it says. Hold on. Let me read it. 1 second. It says, for when he had given him credence, which is putting your faith in, putting your trust in, okay, he fell suddenly. He fell suddenly upon them, okay, or upon the city. Give me 1 second. There we go. It says, for when he had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel, man. And hey, and what this is going into, this is going to be a repeat of Jacob's trouble, because this devil is finna come in. He's finna come in and shut some shit down, man. And look at the Wadi Yabashim. I stopped on the road that said hope. I stopped on the road that said hope. Wow. But see, hey, the scriptures, what is that? Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things that's hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, man. So we got to have faith and hope in Yahweh Shema Shai that we're going to be delivered out of this situation, okay? Because the only person that can get us out of this is Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Well, his name does mean he delivers, okay? So when this devil comes down, hey, remember, he knows that he has but a short time. You see? He knows that he has but a short time. This place is going down. You see? That's why he's gonna cause some type of event so he can implement all those laws that been getting pushed since Obama. Okay, the Patriot Act, making America a battlefield for terrorists. Okay, the citizens can be classified as a terrorist if you speak against the government. Hell, look at all the videos and the whistleblowers and things like that being kicked off of these platforms for speaking the truth. If it wasn't the truth, we wouldn't get kicked off. You see, look at Keisha and them twerking their ass and shit all over YouTube, and these niggas gang banging and fucking smoking, pills and drugs all over social media. But if you say something about truth, and especially according to the Bible, you can filter it through the scriptures with history, you're getting kicked off of these platforms, man. Okay? And that's another thing. Famine of the word. The famine of the word is coming. You see, that's why we got to jump on different platforms like Apostle Tahar brought out, Elder Apostle Tahar brought out about Odyssey, what's it called? Rumble, which, Lord willing, I'm gonna make me an account, you know, make an account on that Rumble and probably, Odyssey too. But the famine of the word is here. Okay, this is why all this is happening right now, man. And this devil's gonna come down, man. Let me see if I can get another one. It's finna come, hey, Jacob. Hey, man, they finna get their ass fucked up because this devil, man, he ain't playing. But, hey, really good riddance, because you know what? You niggas deserve it, man. And all you false prophets out there who's not teaching about the things to come. Hey, Nate, you spoke against Jacob's trouble. You said Jacob's trouble wasn't gonna happen. Okay? Which was a goddamn lie. Okay? And then you tried to clean it up. Well, we finna be in Jacob's trouble soon. Okay? Alright? Look, things can shift. Let's see where that motherfucker at. Oh, there it goes. Shit. Things can shift, man. Hey, well, see, that's the spirit. The sirens was going off, man. Any moment something can go down, man. Any moment. You see? That's why we ought to watch. You see? And leave the cares of this world alone. You know? Let me get this scripture. I'm almost to my destination. But yeah, because they can lock these cities down. You're not gonna be able to go what's that in Apocrypha? You won't, a man shall desire to go into the city and won't be able to, because they're going to lock this shit down, man. That's like Masada, okay? Like Masada. What happened in Masada, no import, no export into Masada. And who made Masada? I think Herod. Herod, he was a master builder, you know. But anyways, in Masada, Jake was locked in on all sides, man. It says Luke 14, if I'm not mistaken, spoke about compassing the cities with a trench. Okay, when you go into that word trench, and got this from Apostle Gabar years ago, goes into the word harax. Well, that goes into charagma. Okay, so this is where they're going to be implementing that the charagma, the MO, you know. But real quick, this is Jeremiah 18 and 22. It says, "Let a cry be heard from their houses, when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me, and high snares for my feet." Okay, so guess what? Them stormtroopers is about to come. Okay, it says when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them. When the scriptures speak about a troop, is speaking about another, like like military. Okay, like you had ancient world militaries back then, man. You see, this military is the best though. See, when you understand the you know, what they call it in the world, you know, the Daniel's statue or whatever, you know, you have the gold, the silver, the gold, silver, bronze, and then the miry clay and the feet, things like that. Well, when you go into the gold, which was the wealthiest, and then you go down, and the least wealthiest, and you keep going all the way down into the mighty clay, which where we're at now. Basically, this money is being devalued throughout the empires, but the military is increasing. You see, that's why the Persians and the Medes took over the Babylonians, and the Greeks took over the Persians and the Medes, and then the Romans took over the fucking Greeks, and now we're in the Roman Empire all over again times 10 with the military. Okay, so that military is that troop that's gonna come in. You see why they passed a law. Well, they ain't passed a law, Slovakia. They just set up a state of emergency. Within that state of emergency, any it says it, man-made fucking, what they call that shit? Man-made disasters or natural disasters, or any diseases or pestilences or viruses that break out, they got to send in the National Guard to help and aid and assist the people. Well, they've been sending these troops, these National Guard troops, all over America, stationary. Now they have it where because people is denying the devil's serum, the school bus drivers are not working anymore because they tried to make it they tried to mandate it. Okay, so there's no more, is little to none of the bus drivers. So guess who they got driving the fucking buses now? They got the troops, they got the military, they got the National Guard driving the school bus to the kids. Well, they're gonna lock your kids, man. They're gonna lock your kids in. Yeah, bring them back to school. Everything is okay. They can lock your children in, man. This is real. This thing is about to go down, man. Okay? Because you're not supposed to trust in your enemy. And that's what we've been saying. You niggas is trusting in your enemy. Well, this is going to be a great fall for you guys, man. You know? Let me get one more scripture. I'll close it on now. What is it? I know it's never trust thine enemy. What was it, 12 and 10? Yeah, but I don't want to get that. I just want to. It spoke about being pricked. Yeah, there it is. Well, I'm gonna start from 10. It says, never trust thine enemy. I'm sorry. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 12 and 10. And it says, never trust thine enemy. Esau, Edom is our enemy. Remember when we got on cargo slave ship, Deuteronomy 29:68. It said, then there shall be sold unto their enemies. So the so-called white man is the enemy of the Israelites. Okay? It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. See? You got to keep your eye on the devil. No matter what he say, because remember those peaceable words, man. Okay? That's why that lamb spake as a dragon. Okay? It says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, because this devil is a serpent. A serpent can cloak. Okay? A serpent can come to you with smooth, loving, caring words, man. Hell, the nigga may cry a little bit. You know? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at the right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Okay? Covetous. This is that devil, that thief. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. You see? Okay? It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So if you guys is playing with this devil, playing with this serpent and what he's about, hey, if you get bit, that's on your ass, man. Now that IUIC member said that he felt his faith leave him. You know? And that's some scary shit. You know? Because this devil is replacing, you know, the God gene and this and that, and replacing it with their madness. Okay? And these people are gonna become zombies and effed up. But to say I felt my faith leave me, that's heavy. You know? That's heavy. So hey, that's more reason not to get that crap. Okay? So that's pretty much it. That's all I had to say. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I was just, when I got off of work, I thought about this precept, and I just went in the spirit and just uploaded it. So I'll figure out what I'm gonna name it through the spirit. But yeah, man. Hey, we almost out of this bitch. Brakatay how, Brakatay how shy, Brakatay how, Brakatay how shy, Brakatay how, Brakatay how shy. Y'all bashim how shy, bashim kagadas Brakatum. To you brothers out there, you few sisters out there, stay strong, keep fighting, all right, and hold and remain your integrity, because this devil, hey, something's gonna happen where he's gonna sway the fucking people, okay, and something's gonna happen where he's gonna sway the people, okay, but to get everybody, he's gonna just have to take off that mask and show them horns, man, you know. But, you know, hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Mawafla Babar. Bless all the Akim, okay? Barak call Akim, as Elder Apostle Kha always says, you know? Hey, Shalom.